What if leadership wasn't measured by how many people followed you, but by what remained because you existed? We've spent decades teaching people how to build careers, build influence, build platforms, and build brands. But somewhere along the way, we stopped teaching people how to build themselves. Because the greatest threat to leadership isn't a lack of talent. It's a lack of depth. Legendary leadership isn't created in moments of recognition. It's forged in moments of decision. And after years of leading, studying leadership, researching leaders, and living through both triumph and adversity, I've discovered 7 principles that don't simply build successful leaders. They build leaders whose impact outlives their presence. Let's talk about it. In principle 1, we learn pressure will always convince you that everything deserves your attention. Purpose teaches you that not everything deserves your agreement. The strongest leaders I've ever met aren't the busiest people in the room. They're the clearest. Because when purpose becomes compass, peace becomes your confirmation. Lead with purpose, not with pressure. One thing for sure, people may admire your resume, but they'll trust your character. Long before anyone experiences your expertise, they've already experienced your integrity. Your title may introduce you, but dear legend, your character explains who you really are. And that's why principle 2 is so important. Your character arrives before your credentials. Here is a hard fact, dear legend. Every yes costs you something. Every commitment is an investment. The question isn't whether you're busy. The question is whether your time reflects the future you're trying to build. Because legendary leaders don't spend time, they steward it. That's why principle 3 is the most important piece to your legacy. It's about stewarding time like currency. It may be time to ask yourself, legend, are you stewarding your time wisely? Now, this next principle is where legends get a chance to shine in the moment. Because every room keeps a memory after you leave. Did you bring clarity or confusion? Did people walk away feeling stronger or simply impressed? Influence isn't measured by how much attention you command. It's measured by how much growth you leave behind. So the question is in principle 4, did you leave every room better? Because the influence you left behind is now a part of your legacy. So it matters. Now, legend, principle 5 is where we take it up a notch. Because every decision is quietly shaping the person you're becoming. Comfort asks what's easiest, but legacy asks what's enduring. The life you'll be remembered for is being built by the decision nobody applauds you in today. Make decisions that align with your legacy and then act on them. Now, principle 6, dear legend, this is your explorative opportunity. Average leaders solve today's problems. Legendary leaders build tomorrow's possibilities. See the difference? Vision isn't about seeing further than everyone else. It's about caring deeply enough to build something you never personally benefit from. That's why in Principle 6, it's important to think beyond today. Because today's problem is not tomorrow's issue. It's time to be proactive. Last, but certainly not least, dear legend, is the understanding not every battle deserves your voice. Not every opinion deserves your energy. Not every opportunity deserves your yes. Peace isn't retreat. It's discipline. It's necessary. It is absolute. Because a distracted leader cannot fully protect the assignment they've been entrusted to carry. Principle 7 is vital to your legacy. Protect your peace. It protects your purpose. I've tried these principles, and let me tell you, they are essential to the success of your legacy. So when I speak about becoming a legendary leader, I'm not talking about becoming famous. I'm talking about becoming faithful. Faithful to your values, faithful to your purpose, faithful to your character, faithful to the people whose lives will one day be different because you chose to lead well. Because in the end, your legacy won't be measured by the title you held. It will be measured by the lives that stand stronger because you did. Legacy isn't left, it's built, dear legend. One principle, one decision, one leader at a time.